Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you here today, starting with a video about our certain vice president right now who's trying to run for president, Kamala Ding Dong. And there's probably going to be a lot of videos coming out, not just over the next week, but until the election at least, about her record and everything, because as small as this channel is right now, it really needs to kind of be known how radical she is in her stances. So we're going to see probably a lot of lists, a lot of just things about her record. So here we go. Let's start here with an article from Red State from July 24th. And it says, the media's rewriting of Kamala Harris's history on the border has begun. And by the time you're hearing this, if there's anybody out there that actually watches this video, you'll probably already see that everybody, all the mainstream media outlets out there are already wiping their records clean of the fact that she was the border czar. They're trying to say, no, she wasn't, when it's like we have numerous news stations reporting 3 years ago that she was the border czar. We have newspaper articles. We have internet articles, like websites and stuff like that. We have Kamala herself saying that she was put in charge of the border. We have the executive order from Joe Biden, but all the news organizations are like, no, she wasn't. That's a lie. Let's just get into it here so that I don't just kind of keep going off the cuff. So it says, Vice President turned DNC candidate for president Kamala Harris is a perfect example of how someone can fail upward. And if you don't know anything about that, go check it out, because that's pretty much the definition of her career. Only the government itself has the ability to rise this high on the back of its incompetence and inability. Looking back, it'd be hard to see where Harris was successful in pretty much anything she was put to, except obtaining positions within the government, including her VP job. However, now that she's running for president for the Democrat Party, the media is attempting to pave the way for her by making her failures look like, well, not as bad of a failure. So on Wednesday, Axios released an article about Harris's failure at the border is weighing her campaign down. In the article, Axios defended Harris, stating that she was never actually the border czar, in scare quotes, despite Republicans calling her that on multiple occasions. And as I said at the beginning, and I'll just reiterate it here, and I speak to the article, is that it wasn't just Republicans, it was the actual Democrat news. And there's a video from Newsbusters, who I've made numerous videos myself from, that if you could find it, I think it was Bill DeAgostino from Newsbusters, made a video of the news themselves, like CNN, MSNBC, and all these liberal media organizations saying that Kamala is the border czar, contrasted with now them going, no, she was never the border czar. And it's like, guys, we're just using your own words against you here. So just an FYI about that. So it says, it ends the article by saying that Biden took harsher actions recently to cut off asylum access for illegal aliens, and his actions have worked temporarily as June saw the lowest number of illegal border crossings since January of 2021. Still not helping, dude. It says this administration's executive actions have brought unauthorized crossings to a lower level than when Trump left office, which I'm going to press X to doubt on that. President Biden and Vice President Harris are leading on border security, while congressional Republicans sabotage it, White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said, according to Axios. And again, that guy's full of crap. I don't think I've ever seen him say or tweet anything that's even remotely true. It says Axios posted a tweet to X repeating the claim that Harris was never given the title of border czar, doubling down on the point. And here you can see it right here. But then, oh, look, there's a community note. It says Axios doesn't seem to read their own articles. And it says right here that they previously reported on April 14th and March 24th of 2021 that Kamala Harris was appointed border czar. And said Harris appointed by Biden as border czar, and President Biden is putting Vice President Harris in charge of addressing the migrant surge at the U.S.-Mexico border. Whoops to them. It says, oh, but she was, and to prove that, like I said, we'll refer to Axios, so they themselves. And the Federalist Sean Davis, who's been just on a tear on X lately, and go check out his account because it's great. And just some of the stuff that he's doing when other reporters at like Washington Post and stuff are reaching out to him, and he posts like his responses to them, and they're just fantastic. But anyway, it says Axios itself reported that Biden had appointed Harris as the border czar in 2021, and Sean Davis points out, here's the actual article from 2021 with border czar highlighted and circled in red. So it says you can read the Axios article for yourself here. I wouldn't be surprised if they got rid of it or something. Let's just see. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Oh, it's still there. Okay. And actually, you know what? I think it might have been the same author, too, that wrote this article also said that, oh, no, she's not the border czar. So something even that too. So it says, get to it quick because there's a chance a ghost edit might happen. Oh, they did do that. That's right. You know what? I'm going to click back on it again. I think they did do that. I saw something saying that like this article has been updated, and that's a okay. So what the heck? Like you can't go any further. There was something there. Like okay, maybe they put it on like their X article or X tweet. Or tweet, what I'm saying, their tweet about it, that they actually said that like this article has been updated. So I think they actually did try to scrub it. And it says, and to be clear, it's not just Axios either. And John Hassan, who should also follow, I think he found something too. I don't remember what that was, and for some reason it didn't load on the page. I guess he must have deleted the tweet or something. Whatever. It says, here's what is factual. Since Biden took over, illegal border crossings have surged beyond manageable points, resulting in over 10 million illegals entering the country, and that's a conservative estimate. These illegals have elevated crime in the United States, including drug trafficking, sex trafficking, this word here that I'm not going to repeat for YouTube because, yep, you know the rules, assaults, and murders. All that blood is on the hands of Joe Biden and his border czar, Kamala Harris, the woman Democrats are now telling us is the only hope for the nation. Yeah, his policies are her policies. She was in on all of it. Says the press is doing its absolute best to hold up Harris, but perhaps this time her failures are so monumental that all the Democrats' horses and all the Democrats' men can't put Harris back together again. Hey, look, it's Humpty Dumpty over here to the right. Says moreover, this is one of those moments where the media is truly exposed for the Democrat Party puppets that they are. Yeah, and don't let them ever tell you that they're not just like pro-Democrat, because obviously they are. Says they're willing to tell you an obvious lie, easily exposed, thinking you're too stupid to know better. The Biden administration, along with its lackey Harris, should be condemned for the chaos and death it brought upon the United States by keeping the border unsecured, but the media should be held in contempt for its complicity in it all. So, yeah, it goes back to that saying, like, you don't hate the media enough. Like, you think you do, but you don't. So, there you go. So, I just wanted to get this article again out there. I'm sure everybody's seen this by this point, but hey, if you're a normie and you're just kind of looking into things, just heads up that, you're going to see a lot of this Orwellian crap happening probably over the next few months. They're going to try to scrub her record to make her look like she's a moderate, and she is by no stretch anything remotely close to a moderate. She is far to the left. She is a communist, and this isn't just me using that word. This is like she's a Marxist. Like that's what her training is, if you will. Go look up her history. So you're going to see a lot of this in the coming days from me, including some lists as well with some stuff about her history. So we're going to go ahead and get over to those articles very shortly. So let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.